This is Colin Dijs from Debrew, and in this video I will explain you Pillar 2 testing of the 5-pillar affiliate marketing strategy using Facebook ads.
This video is brought to you by Debrew.com, the #1 affiliate marketing software platform.
In our previous video we discussed the Pillar 1 technical preparation, which has been explained. So if you haven't seen that, go back to the other video and you can check it. Right now we'll focus on Pillar 2 of the strategy, testing, which is the core, where basically the start of the strategy begins, the very intense part. So pay attention because this will be good. We are working with 2 different strategies using Facebook ads. As I said in the first video, it depends on your budget, right? Cash flow on a business model that relies on pay-per-click advertising is obviously very big, right? We use ads to promote our affiliate marketing products, and we need to be able to spend money on ads to create profitable campaigns and to get more money, right? Because we've trained over 21,000 people, we have created a perfect strategy for an equilibrium, that's a difficult word, model, which basically means equilibrium means the point of the axis in economic terms where supply and demand meets. Very difficult, it is not that difficult. Basically is the perfect ratio between enough spent but not too much and the best results. So you never overspend, but you do spend enough money to get the perfect data you need to go on to the next pillar, which is Pillar 3, the optimization. So it's the best of both worlds in our strategy. So first we need to calculate your budget. If you have what we call a lower budget, so let's say anything below 500 per month, right? Or you have a higher budget, we call it higher budget, which would be, let's say, above 500 per month, right? So anything from 500 to, let's say, 5,000 per month. That's like the ballpark range. It could be less than 1,000 a month, it's still a little low, but it depends on what you want to do, right? So that's just the first indicator you need to decide. The second indicator will therefore be the geographical location of the offers you're going to promote, because with this you will automatically be pushed to tier 2 or tier 3 countries, which in the advertising indicator, you can Google it online, which countries belong where, and it has to do with purchasing power and GDP, gross domestic product. What is the economic value of your target audience? If the economic value of your target audience is higher, it will very well mean that the traffic is a lot more expensive. I will give you an example. Spain's purchasing power in Europe is significantly less than compared to the United States. In the United States, if you want to show your ad, you might pay $12 for 1,000 impressions. In Spain, this might be $2.50 for 1,000 impressions. The traffic is a lot cheaper because there's not that many people bidding advertising in that specific country. It is all supply and demand. So we would say, for example, a tier 2 geo would be Poland, and a tier 3 geo would be Kenya, right? Because there's almost no purchasing power there for ads. A tier 1 geo, which therefore requires a higher budget, is, for example, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Netherlands, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the list goes on. You can Google this if you want to know the exact countries. So these are examples, right? Which are very relevant to what to do. So this is all solely to budget. But what it means, if you have a higher budget, you can also target, so we'll say geo, just so you need to be aware of it, so you don't forget. Next to the geo, it's the payout of the offer. The payout of the offer needs to be relative to what you have. So for example, if you have $500 to spend per month and your product costs $100, then you need to make at least 5 sales, which is very little data for us to work with and go on to the next pillar. So it might not be the best strategy. Therefore, on the second pillar, testing, we use a strategy which says Lower budget, we go for low payout. So for example, $10 payout means you can make 50 conversions, so you get a lot of data, the data that we optimize, that we work with to make profitable campaigns. If you have a higher budget, you can go for a higher payout. Some examples of lower payouts are, for example, $1 all the way to, let's say, $20 or $25. What is important to note is that it's always relative. And what it means is the budget amount relative to the payout. How many times should it go? I would say you want to go at least 10, 20 conversions within your monthly budget, probably better 50 to 100, yes? High payout, so like for example, I have $5,000 budget, then of course I can do a $50 product. It is not a problem because I can still do 100 conversions, right? So that is important, the payout of the offer. So the geo, the payout, now comes to the strategy. So this is everything related to the budget. Now we get to the good stuff, which is the strategy. You might say, Colin, yeah, strategy. This is the exact strategy I use, so pay attention, to actually run campaigns. You will not find this anywhere else. Pay attention. So we use on a low budget, and then we have obviously the higher budget. We use 3-day rule, and on higher budget we use CPA rule. Yes, these are two distinctive strategies that I made myself, that all of my students implement, that get you the best balance between supply and demand, cost and opportunity. Yes, this might sound difficult. These rules are extremely easy to apply. They are no-brainer. I can teach this to a 10-year-old kid and they can do it. It is not difficult. Yes, these rules are applied on the ad set level of your campaign. Yes, what we do is we put it on the ad set level, and this is important. So for the 3-day rule, you want to get 3 conversions for 3 days to get 9 conversions. Why? Because what we do is the conversion is also the spend of the ad set. So let's say we have $5 payout. We do it $15 per day, and that would translate into $45 after 3 days. So that ad set needs to do $45 worth in revenue. If not, it's losing money and we kill the placement. If it has more than therefore 9 conversions, which is $45, we scale it or we keep it going and take profit. This is how we test very quickly and very efficiently. We use it for a period of 3 days. Because of the lower budget, we get less data, and the data differs day to day, and that's why we do 3 days. You can also do it in 1 day, but the data will not be stable. That's why we use 3 days, because of the lower budget. This is applied on ad set level. Yes. Then, in addition, we have a higher budget, which uses a CPA rule, which means CPA, in our scenario, the cost per acquisition should be relative to the payout one-on-one. In that scenario, if the cost is what we get in revenue, it's a break-even scenario. Therefore, we say an ad set needs to do at least break-even up to a certain amount of spend, and you can set the spend yourself. So if it's $50 payout, you can do $25, it will take 2 days, or you can do $50 and it will take 1 day, or you can do $100 and it will take 12 hours probably, or less. So this CPA rule will allow you to spend more faster, take more relative risk, but it's good, it's fine, because you have sufficient cash flow, right? That's why we say higher payout offers, because they would need more data to get a single conversion. That's why we also need more spend. The odds of conversions on a $5 product are relatively different than a $50 product. That's why we apply these different rules on ad set level. Okay, so this we see in Facebook, but this we also want to see in our tracker, right? And this is where the Deborah suite comes in again, because we need ad tech software to track all these things, because we want to look at a lot more things than what Facebook shows us. Things like, for example, OS, country, state, browser language, and not only that, but I want to compare all these together. So this will obviously give you a crazy amount of data which Facebook cannot store. So we store it ourselves, and we use the Deborah Suite Tracker for this advanced software, right? If you haven't already, you can get a free demo to see how it works and what it looks like below this video. So this is the part of the strategy. Now it is implementational. You know how to do it? Quite simple. How do we do the testing itself though? Okay, so this is the strategy which is applied on the ad set level. Yes, obviously when you go into details of interest targeting, all that other stuff, it is not according to a specific strategy. It changes depending on the market and depending on the geo you target and depending on the audience. So I will not go into too much detail on that level. What I will do, however, I will move to the ad level, which we use a strategy in the second pillar called aggressive testing. Well, I think it kind of explains itself, is we do a lot of testing on the following points: headlines, images or videos, right? Descriptions. And descriptions, again, like headlines, include like emoticons, for example. Just one example we apply. And this testing basically continues until there is no significant difference on 0.1% ad CTR, which we call image click-through rate, ICTR. Or in Facebook, it's called ad CTR percentage. So if there's 0.1% difference, and that would be for 3 days, then we stop this aggressive testing because it's not worth our time anymore. The campaign has been optimized. Now you might ask, Colin, according to the pillar strategy, how much do we add? How many ads? That is on how much time you have. So when I do it, I add 50 ads per day, and the pixel will pick its favorite, right? So not all ads get equal impressions, and I refresh them quite quickly. So sometimes I prepare 250 ads in advance and we rinse them. So obviously this will mean the difference between 0.5% CTR on your ad and 2%, which is basically going from, let's say, 100% to 400% ROI. Big gains to be made, which a lot of people, because they're lazy, do not implement. Because as soon as we know there's profitability, and we know there is, right? I can do it, my students can do it, you can do it. You need to follow the pillar structure to get to that profitability. And this is one of the core features. Okay, so now you might ask again, which comes back over and over again, how do we see all this? Again, put it in a tracker. Tracker. We can, well, this one not, but all this. We can see all this inside the Deborah Suite platform, okay? Once we are done with the ad level, we go one step deeper into the funnel, yes? So the funnel consists of the ads, which we've already covered, the landing page, and the offer, right? So we'll say flow, or what we call flow extension, maybe. The flow extension will give us the lender and the offer. Again, here we implement the aggressive testing. So I will call them variables, variable 1, variable 2, and then and so on, right? And here it's called offer 1, offer 2. So when we test our flow, when we have the lender, right, we do aggressive testing. We test the headline, we test the image on the lender, we test the copy. If it's a quiz, we do the quiz questions. If it's an advertorial, we do the testimonial part. But each of these variables gets adjusted. How do we do this? Obviously, as I said, in the Deborah Suite, the synergized software comes together. we have the landing page builder, which includes the templates and easy to switch out variables, right? So a landing page builder, because it is for affiliates, people ask me, why do you not use an alternative? Unbounce, ClickFunnels, these are not made for affiliate marketing. The Deborah Suite has the synergized software, all the software combines, because it will offer you the extreme power solely focused on affiliate marketing. More than 100 templates solely for affiliate marketers. So the landing page builder in combination with the tracker. So first you adjust all the elements in the landing page builder, then you push it into the tracker. You can see all the data. Same thing as the offer. So now you can see you go from ad set level to lender, and like I said, to offer, right? Because we can also rotate the lenders. So let's say I click on one ad, I see the first lender, the second user sees the second lender. We can do an A/B test and see what performs better. It's all tracked inside the tracker. We can see it. Instead of doing everything step by step, we test it at the same time, which we call multivariate testing. It becomes so difficult to track, it's impossible. It's basically impossible because you get so many variables, you will lose significant ROI. I would say 40 to 60% of your money will be spent on labor, on documentation, on analyzing all this data, while this software can do it for you. It makes no sense. These tools are created for this purpose, and it will save you so much time. It is 1000% worth the money. Okay, so the lenders, they rotate. User 1, lender 1. User 2, lender 2. User 3, lender 3. User 4, lender 1. Etc., etc., etc. So there's equal distribution. We do the same thing for the offer. So we can say which ad works best, which lender works best, which offer works best, and then we create our perfect flow. We connect all the elements in something which we call a coherent flow, which will come back in optimization, and that's where the money is made. So I hope it was not too difficult. This is basically the complete foundation of affiliate marketing testing using Facebook ads. Check out the Deborah Suite demo, free account. You can have a look inside below this video if you haven't already. In the next pillar, we're going to discuss the optimization, but I hope the second pillar, testing, was clear for you so far. If not, watch the video again, and I'll see you in pillar 3, optimization.
If you're an affiliate marketer, listen up. How about a free course on Facebook, native, or push advertising? Sounds pretty good, right? For a limited time only, the Deborah Suite Affiliate Marketing Platform by Colin Dijs is offering a free course for every new sign-up. And that's not all. You can now have a look inside the platform, explore the tracking software, landing page builder, and cash flow manager before joining. You've literally got nothing to lose. Click the link in the description to create your free demo account and see what the most powerful affiliate marketing platform has to offer.